Instagram. All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, serving as your presiding judge. Good morning to each of you. Good morning, Ms. Togman. Thank you for serving today as our court reporter. We appreciate you.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning to Good morning, Officer Lott, and Miss Mack is back. Good morning, Miss Mack.
Good morning.
Yes. All right, very good. We are going to get started with our docket on this morning. I'm going to start by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record, starting with Ms. Warfield.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, everyone. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, Specialty Court Defense Counsel.
All right, good morning. Do you have any preliminary matters for me?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. You all know we are well into the trenches with graduation and celebrating all of our specialty court participants. So it is a hoop and a holler over here at 36th District Court today. And tomorrow we will be rolling out Sesame Street in the communities. And so we are excited about the wonderful, wonderful things that are going on here at 36th District Court. So if you are looking for something extra to do, by all means, roll up your sleeves, take off your shoes, and jump in the trenches with us. There's plenty of mud to sling around and plenty of work to do. And so we look forward to celebrating on tomorrow with Sesame Street, as well as our Friday with our celebration. All right, Mr. Fikens, I see you came back today. What do you have for me?
Well, first, Judge, I don't know if I have much, but Robert Fikens, P31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney. And Judge, if Mr. Gaskin shows up, I would like to go into a breakout room with him before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll make sure if he shows up that you will go into that breakout room. Thank you. All right, let's go to our case managers for today's specialty court. Let's go, who do I see? Miss Taylor.
Good morning, Jasmine Taylor, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, good morning, Miss Taylor. Any preliminary matters for me this morning?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I saw Mr. Green. There he is. Mr. Green?
Yes, Your Honor.
Place your appearance on the record.
Yes, Demetrius Green, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, thank you, sir. Good morning. Do you have any preliminary matters for me?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then let's do it. Ms. Harris, good morning. I'm going to get through my Wednesday specialty court. Was there something that you needed me to address this morning?
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, Case Manager, Specialty Court. I'm just here for Mr. Gaston, who has not arrived yet. I also have Ms. Anderson here from house arrest, Mr. Mr. Wenberg from Aver Health, and Miss Carol Asthorpe from Aver Health are all here for Mr. Gaston, but he has not arrived yet.
All right, very good. And so thank you all for being here on this morning. Please make sure, Ms. Harris, if we've not already let them in, that they have their names on their devices so they don't have an issue getting in to the meeting on today. And so all is well. All right, as soon as he comes, I'll let you know. And then Mr. Fikens, you should know that Mr. Pope is here. He's been here. He was in the courtroom when I came in this morning. And so he is here with us on today. All right, very good. Yes, Ms. Harris, I
wanted to let you know that Miss Anderson from house arrest, they are all in. Miss Anderson from house arrest does have another court case she has to be on at 10. So I did let her know that we would try and get this case through before then. Obviously, we're waiting on Mr. Gaston.
Yes, yes. And if she has to leave and Mr. Gaston comes late, then he'll just go to the Wayne County Jail and we'll do his hearing. He'll be on time for it tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna give him a little bit of time to get here. Thank you so much, Miss Anderson. I appreciate you. All right, let's do it. Miss Warfield?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Is Miss McCree in the courtroom as well?
She's upstairs testing.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
All right. I believe that Miss Pugh needs to go in the breakout room with an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and so Miss Mack, you know what? Let me at least create them. I'm gonna have you I gotta give you co-host, right? Or did I bump you out?
No, I made you host, so yeah, you have to give me co.
Okay, all right. And so give me 1 second. All right. And so, good morning, Miss Pugh. You are going to get, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm all right. I haven't slept in a few days, so
Oh, that's not good. How are you? Are you going to reach out and let your healthcare providers know that you're not sleeping?
yeah, I already did.
You did? All right. Are they going to make some adjustments? You don't have to tell me what, but are they going to make some adjustments?
I mean, there's really nothing they could do. I
Okay.
have to until I get sleep.
Well, I hope today after your hearing, you're going to be just fine. I hope that you can take a really good nap and then get some good sleep tonight, okay?
Yeah. How do you like your new teeth?
Our new,
Your new teeth.
oh, my new teeth. I love my new teeth. Miss Pugh, I do. Yesterday I was at a meeting, and in the middle of the meeting, the lady said, hold up. You have new teeth. I said, no, these are my teeth. I just took the braces off. I don't want people to think I got a whole new set of teeth, but I love them. I love them. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Oh, that just made my day. Yes. All right, Miss Pugh. Thank you. All right. You're going to get an invitation to breakout room number 1. Miss Mack, if you could facilitate that with Miss Warfield, go talk to her, and then you'll come back and we'll do your hearing, okay?
Okay.
All right. Miss Hawkins. Good morning, Miss Hawkins.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing good.
You look like you're doing much better than you were before. Am I right?
Yes.
You are. That's good. Wonderful. Let me place your case numbers on the record. I believe this was a check-in, if I'm not mistaken, because you're at the facility. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
All right. Do you have your children?
Yes, I do.
All right. Things are working out well?
Yes, everything's going pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Are there any issues or concerns that you need to bring to my attention?
Not really.
Not really? All right. Listen, I don't know what's going on at a third-party provider unless you all tell me. So please make sure if you've got some questions, some concerns, reach out to your case manager or reach out to the court so we can know what's going on, okay?
I will.
All right, very good. And so, good morning, Miss McCree. Someone asked if you were in the courtroom this morning. Good morning, Miss McCree is here. They told us you were up testing. All right. All right, and so who has Miss Hawkins' case?
I'm sorry, I do, Your Honor. I have Miss Hawkins.
All right, are you ready on Miss Hawkins? I was doing a check-in, I believe, with her. And
Yes, Your Honor.
then I think you were gonna go in the breakout room and do some things with her, is that correct? No?
No, she was just a check-in.
Okay, all right, wonderful. I have for Diamond Hawkins, case number 190-458-7901, case number SP 117-27261, case number SP 116-3475, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ms. Hawkins, please state your full name for me.
Diamond Hawkins.
All right, Ms. Hawkins. I found out the things that I want to know. Is there anything additional that you want to share with the court this morning?
No. I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good?
Yes,
All right. Are you attending your sessions?
I am.
All right. Did you also meet with Ms. Price, Ms. Hawkins?
Yes, I
Here at the
did.
court? All right.
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Very good. Ms. Taylor, is there anything you'd like to add as to Ms. Hawkins?
No, Your Honor.
All right, have you been in touch with her third party? I know we did not staff on yesterday, and there are only a few things that we can mention, but have you connected with her third party provider?
I know that Ms. Price has, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so we'll talk about that. We'll still keep her on the list for our next staffing, okay? Or you know, you can talk to me anytime, just to
Yes.
update me, okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. So Ms. Hawkins, your next date is going to be this Friday. Well, you will join us at the Coleman Young Municipal Center, located at 2 Woodward Avenue in the city of Detroit. And we will be on the 13th floor in the auditorium. The graduation starts at 10:30 a.m. I need you to be checked in by 10:30, okay?
Okay.
Because we will start, we'll start immediately at 10:30. And so if anyone from your facility wants to come, by all means, tell them to please join us. It's going to be very nice, and we're gonna serve some good food, okay?
Okay.
All right,
I'll be-
wonderful. Will your babies be with you?
They probably will be in daycare.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, very good. It's good to see you, Ms. Hawkins. Thank you for coming back and being willing to work the program, okay?
Thank you for having me back.
All right, I'll see you on Friday in person, okay?
Okay, see you Friday.
All right, take care, bye-bye.
Okay.
All right. Let's see, I have on the docket, Dorian Guy. Is he the intake for today?
Your Honor, yes, he is. He is not here. I have reached out to him. I'm not sure what's going on. He is aware to be here, so I guess we can push him to the end of the docket and see if he shows up by then.
No problem.
Thank you.
What about Calmenia Williams?
He is also an intake, Your Honor, from Judge Bryant.
All right, very good. And they are both showing up in person, is that correct?
Yes, they were told by Judge Bryant to be here in person.
Wonderful, thank you. I also have Maurice Howard, and it's on here as a discharge.
I'm thinking, Judge, whenever they go on probation, they're automatically scheduled for a discharge at the very beginning of probation, so that date is set out like way.
Okay, so this is not something we said. Mr. Howard is on the list for Friday.
I believe, I don't have the list.
Does he want to, oh, I have it. Yes, he is. All right, so I'm gonna just put it on the record and put him on for Friday. 210-451-5601 for Maurice Howard. He is going to return for graduation on June 16th, 2023. And I believe they have to be here at 8:30 a.m. We'll put him on for 10:30 because that'll be the whole docket. All right, very good. Let's do an update on the record. Let's go to, I don't see Miss Pugh. She's in the waiting room.
She should have been in the breakout room?
She was, but something must have happened. And I did get your message, Attorney Warfield. Miss Pugh, are you with us? There you are. All right, Miss Pugh, can you hear me?
What the heck happened?
That's okay, we got you.
Okay.
All right. Can someone place Miss Pugh's case number on the record? Because she was not originally scheduled for today. I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. Case number 200-459-8301.
All right, thank you, Miss Pugh. State your name.
Tracy Pugh.
All right, so Miss Pugh, I had you come in this morning because I was informed that you had some issues with respect to testing. So I also was informed that you did your absolute very best to be in compliance. And so I appreciate that. So I wanted you to come in this morning just to remind you, you've got to test, you've got to test. And I understand things happen. So try to do some advanced planning. Here's the wonderful thing. Friday. Are you coming on Friday?
Yeah, Friday is the party, right? Yeah.
The graduation, yes, it's gonna feel like a party, but yes, listen, I'm going to have you test when you come in on Friday, okay?
Okay,
All right, so you'll be able to test here. You've got to come early enough though to be able to test. And we'll be able to get you shuttled over to the graduation before it starts. But you've got to
Okay.
come in probably about 9:30-ish, so you can
Okay.
test and get on over to the graduation, okay?
Okay,
Can you do that?
Yep.
All right, awesome. So you'll test on Friday. All right, Mr. Green, Ms. Warfield, is there anything else you want to add? I do want to point out the fact that she did do her very best to take care of business. And I understand sometimes life happens and it's unexpected, and we've already got challenges that we're trying to overcome. And so all I ask people, show up, do your best. And so in this incident, testing is required. You did do your best. And
Yeah,
so I'm not going to issue any type of sanction today.
I feel bad for Mr. Green.
I know. He
I got
told me.
so angry, then I was like, oh, yeah. Anyways, so thank you, Mr.
It's
Green.
okay.
No problem.
Mr. Green and Miss Warfield kept us abreast of what's going on. Mr. Green, what else do you want to let me know?
Nothing else, Your Honor. I think we have corrected the issue and we have come to a resolution, so I have nothing else to report at this time.
Nothing else
All
from
right.
this side either, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Pugh, I will see you on Friday. Make sure you come early enough to test, and there will be a shuttle service available to take you over to the graduation, okay? And to get you back here.
Okay,
All right, thank you. Enjoy your day. I'll see you Friday.
you too, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, let's go to David Fitzgerald. I need to get an update. I have case number 230-557-9001. For Mr. Fitzgerald.
Yes, Your Honor. So Mr. Fitzgerald is in the Wayne County Jail, as you know. Mr. Fitzgerald did have an Ohio, and I'm sorry if there's anything you don't want to put, please just stop me. He does have an Ohio
Wait a minute,
warrant.
I can hardly hear you. I know there's some other conversation going on, but just a little louder for me.
Okay, so Mr. Fitzgerald is in the Wayne County Jail. There is an Ohio warrant for Mr. Fitzgerald. They will be coming to pick Mr. Fitzgerald up. The issue is, I'm sorry, he has an extradition corporal, and they did state that Ohio does and will pick him up. However, the local charges have to be dealt with first. He has a case with us as well as circuit court with Judge Deborah Thomas. And basically we're the first step. They need to know what we're doing. So then so Judge Thomas. So that is something that I am going to forward. I know Sergeant Coho sent it to you, but I will forward it to you and the attorneys, including Attorney Warfield and Attorney Rogers, to figure out what to do about that. So we need to figure that out. I do want to put on record, it's not our fault, but he was in jail since April 5th, 2023. We did not get this referral until May 31st, 2023. So I do know that at this point it is kind of urgent. I know there was no staffing yesterday. I would advise to adjourn him to June 21st, 2023. But if we can figure something out, again, I'm going to send that information for you guys to look at. If we can figure something out before then, so we can let the other courts know as well, so Ohio can do what they need to do.
All right, thank you so much. So Ms. Warfield, I need you to get with the prosecuting attorney, and I am going to adjourn the matter to June 21st at 9:30 a.m. And at that time, you all need to tell me what you propose to do. I will tell you, my only concern is if Ohio says they're going to get him, then 99.9% they're going to get him. I just want to make sure that on our end, that if everybody says we're going to drop our cases, that he doesn't just walk out of that Wayne County Jail, because he's got some issues. Clearly, he's got 36th District, he's got 3rd Circuit, he's got Ohio, and he's been slated for specialty court because he needs help. So I need you and the prosecutor, you all can talk to whoever, maybe the prosecutor or the defense at 3rd Circuit or what have you, but come up with a resolution to close out hours, okay, for the 21st, if we could do that.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Anything else for my consideration on Fitzgerald? All right, the last matter I have for the jail is 220-444-4601, and that's for Ishmael Lopez.
Yes, Your Honor, that is my case. I do know that there was, at the last staffing, we talked about there was some issues that the attorneys needed to discuss about his time being incarcerated and if we were still able to proceed. So since we didn't get the update on staffing yesterday, that's kind of still where we are at today.
Okay, but my request too, you're correct, Mr. Green. I also requested about the jail probating him for hospitalization because they indicated that he was not an individual that could be just released to the streets. And so, Ms. Warfield, I just checked my my email. I did get something on David Fitzgerald that I just got this morning, and I hadn't read it at 8:36. And so, if you could follow up with Ms. Jackie to find out what are they doing with respect to Mr. Lopez, because we held off on the competency because the more urgent thing was to get him probated for the hospital. So if you could reach out to Ms. Jackie, find out what that status is. And then I'd like to put him on for June 21st as well to give you some, because I know sometimes it can take time to get that status or to get to know where they are. I'd like to adjourn him to June 21st, 2023, and that would be at 9:30 a.m. also. Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor. Will do.
All right, wonderful. Then we are in great shape. We are for Wednesday specialty court. We are waiting on Mr. Guy and Mr. Williams. And then we do have Ms. McCree. Who has Ms. McCree's case?
I do, Your Honor. And also just
All
to backtrack a little bit, Mr. Guy has reported he is now testing. He will be down in the courtroom shortly.
Wonderful. All right. And he'll need to go in the breakout room with Ms. Warfield. So let's make that happen. Ms. McCree, does she need to go in the breakout? Yes, she does. She needs to go in the breakout room with the attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Then Ms. McCree, I've already greeted you. I'll greet you again. Good morning to you. You're going to go in the conference room once Ms. Matt gets it all set up, and then we'll put Ms. Warfield and Ms. McCree in a breakout room. Okay. All right. Very good. One second before I take you, Ms. Harris, for Ms. Taylor and Mr. Green, do you all have any other people that are coming expected to walk in this morning?
I don't, Your Honor.
I do not either, Your Honor.
All right. Wonderful.
Yes, Your Honor, I just wanted to notify the court that Mr. Gaston did reach out to me and he is not coming in today.
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure that, you know, the staff from the agencies or the testing facilities can go ahead and, you know, either if you want to have them say anything or they want to go off, you know, get off, we can free them up for the day. And then I was wondering if after we're done with that, if it's possible for me to go into a breakout room to speak with Attorney Fikens really quick about that conversation.
All right. Yes. And as a matter of fact, do you have Mr. Gaston's case number of the individuals that are
I
here
do.
for Mr. Gaston's hearing? I still want you to place your appearance on the record. So if you could turn on your camera so that I can place your appearance on the record. Ms. Harris, you may proceed with Mr. Gaston's case number.
So this case is for Joseph Gaston. His case number is 210-447-9701.
All right, thank you. And I am going to start with Ms. Anderson. Place your appearance on the record for me.
Yes, my name is Nikki Anderson. I am a court liaison for house arrest person.
All right, thank you so much. And then Ms. Carol.
Hi, Carol Aesthorpe, a representative supervisor for Aver Health.
Thank you. And then I see Mr. Winberg.
Yes, Brandon Winberg, patient care technician for Aver Health.
All right, very good. I want to thank you all for showing up on this morning. We have received, even though Mr. Gaston was informed, that he had to come today for a hearing. As a matter of fact, he was ordered to be here on yesterday, but said he needed to account for his children. This court gave him an extra day to do that and ordered him to report on today at 8:30. He has informed Ms. Harris that he will not be appearing on today, so I don't see a reason to hold you up. Thank you for your willingness to show up in court to help us to resolve this issue and make sure we have Mr. Gaston on the best track and with the best services available for him. And so I am going to ask that when we get him, notice I said when, because we will get him, that you all will be willing to come back, because I will still have to do this hearing. And so I hope that you have noted and all of those good things about the events that took place with Mr. Gaston, so that when we get him, we will still have to have this hearing. So thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All
Thank
right.
you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, you as well. Bye.
Thank you. All right. Attorney Warfield, you can go back to breakout room number 1. I'm assigning the conference room to breakout room number 1 as well. So in the Ms. McCree, accept that invitation. And Ms. Harris, you want to go in the breakout room with Mr. Ficus. I need you to get that warrant down to me immediately. I also need Ms. Walker. I want them to go and pick him up. Yeah, he's got some concerns for me. All right, very good. I'm going to place Ms. Harris in breakout room number 2 along with Mr. Ficus. You should have that invitation now.
Thank you, Judge. I did.
You're very welcome. All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Matt.
Ms. Mack, when Mr. Guy is ready, can you have him go into the conference room?
Yes, he'll be going right in there right now.
Ms. Mack, has Mr. Fitzgerald arrived yet? I'm sorry, not Mr. Fitzgerald. Who's the other intake? Let me see.
Not to my knowledge, Attorney Warfield.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Williams, that's who it is. Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Warfield.
Good morning, Ms. Cox. Are you here for Mr. Lopez?
Yes, I am.
We just did a check-in with him, so we're all set.
Oh, okay. So you
Yep,
don't need service.
we just checked in on his better. Yep, he didn't even appear, so you are all
Okay. They asked me to be here at 9:30, so that's okay. Thank you
so
so
you're
much.
fine.
Thank you.
Have a great
good
one.
day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, are we ready?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, let's do it. Let's start with the intake. Did you run Mr. Guy?
Right now.
All right, very good. I have for Dorian Guy, case number 21044740001. Mr. Guy, state your full name for me, please.
Dorian Marquise Guy.
All right, good morning to you. All right, glad you made it in. Yes, sir. All right, very good. Who is presenting Mr. Guy on this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, it'll be me.
All right, we are ready if you are ready.
Yes. So Mr. Dorian Guy, I'm recommending that he be admitted to our specialty court program today. He was referred to us on June 1st, 2023 from the Honorable Judge Garrett on the charge of assault or assault and battery. Mr. Guy is 31 years old. He has some education that he has completed. He's currently employed. He does not have any children. He is at least 18 years old. He does appear to have he does appear that he can benefit from our program here in the specialty court. He has no other prior violent offenses or convictions. He has not participated in a specialty court program within the past 2 years. At this time, Mr. Guy has reported that he is interested in our program and he is willing to comply with the court orders. And he does feel very encouraged about what we have here at our specialty court. And at this time, I am recommending that he be admitted into our program.
All right, very good. Ms. Warfield, I'm going to hear from you, but I did get a printout for Mr. Guy. He has a civil infraction that he owes the court money on, and he has 2 matters that are in warrant status. So wanted to let you know that.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will speak with Ms. Rogers about those matters to see if we can get those transferred to us as well. They are with 36th District, correct?
Yes, they are. They are. And so for today's purposes, if your client is really hoping to work the program, what I would be willing to do, Ms. Warfield, is set aside the warrant, because I would hate for him to get arrested. And so I'll set aside the warrants and I'll put them on for pretrial for his next court date. Okay?
Yes.
And I'll also look at the and then you can talk with Ms. Rogers about the civil infraction.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. What would you like me to know about your client?
Your Honor, I did have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Guy this morning. First, he does meet the statutory requirements for our specialty court. In speaking with him, he expressed that he is really just looking for a fresh start. He is looking to partner with us in order to get his life together. He expressed interest in obtaining his GED and employment. And actually, we spoke about how he enjoys landscaping, enjoys being outside. So I told him that we have resources that would help him not only with those aspects, but with his total well-being. So he's extremely excited to be a part of our program and is willing and ready to put in the work.
All right, and so he meets all of the requirements pursuant to Michigan law to be eligible for our program?
Yes, he does, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Guy, you have heard what the case manager as well as the defense counsel has indicated to this court about you. Is there anything additional you'd like me to know about you?
No, not really.
Speak right into that microphone.
No, not really. I'm going with everything.
All right, very good. And so you are stable with respect to where you live and all of that good stuff? All right, very good. And you understand in this program, it's going to be very important for you to be open and honest with us about what's going on so that we're able to help you. Do you understand that? Do I have your commitment to do that?
Yes.
Wonderful. You also understand while you're in this program, you'll be surrounded by a group of professionals that includes the attorney, Ms. Warfield, your case manager. Mr. Green, will you be serving as the case manager?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you'll have Mr. Green. You'll meet some other members on the team, which includes our coordinator. We have a probation director, myself. All of us are going to be here to make sure that you succeed, but it is going to take some work from you. Do I have your commitment to do that work? All right, very good. Did Mr. Green explain to you about testing?
Yes, he did.
All right, and he told you about the options for testing here as well as getting you established with the third-party provider?
Yes.
And you understand that every day you've got to call to see if your color or your number has been called so that you can go test if it is?
Okay, yes.
You understand that?
I didn't know that, but now I know.
All right, Mr. Green, let's make sure he gets acclimated. I know you'll probably have some conversation when we finish this part of it. So Mr. Green will give you all the details for that, okay? All right, very, very good. And so who's going to be supporting you on this journey when you're not in the courtroom?
I really don't have nobody. I really don't have nobody to support me for it.
Okay, all right, well, you've got us now. How about that? All right, very good. So that means that if we're gonna be your support, you've got to make sure you show up for the things you're supposed to show up for, and you keep the lines of communication open with us, okay? Yes, sir. So when your case manager calls you, make sure he can get in touch with you. Make sure he has multiple ways, hopefully, to contact you, whether by email or otherwise, so that we can always keep the lines of communication open, okay? Can I count on you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions today?
No, I just don't like the fact that y'all put me on what's they call the urine test.
Testing, yes. We're required to. Our program requires it. Because you can't use any legal or illegal drugs while you're in this program.
I understand that.
Okay, what don't you like about it?
Because I does my business sometimes. And it's like, it was just growing to be a part of me. Now I'm just have to learn how to break it off and just like, snap of a finger.
All right, yes. And so here's the thing, Mr. Green, thank you for your honesty. Yes, Mr. Green. So let's have him make sure that Ms. Price and where is he going for services? Has that been determined yet?
Yes, Your Honor, he was already aligned with Ms. Price. She did do an assessment with him already, and he has been aligned with Team Wellness on Russell.
All right, very good. And so let's make sure that both Ms. Price as well as his case manager or his therapist at Team Wellness, that they are aware about his honesty of a substance that he's used and that he may have some difficulties with it, so that we can make sure we get you in the right, aligned with the right kind of care to help you let go of that substance, because you won't be able to use it while you're with us. Exactly. Okay?
Exactly.
All right, I want you to use all the other stuff that they're going to expose you to, but let that one go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have you commitment to do that?
Yes, I got the commitment to do that.
All right, very good. What other questions do you have for me?
That's about it. Like, y'all say y'all can help me get to work and stuff like that. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Times is kind of difficult for me, really, and I'm going through all this, but it's like a place I need to be right now, to be talking to somebody, so I need to speak up a little bit, like, just to let somebody know, like, times is difficult with me right now in my living situation. I'm living with a realtor. He just let me stay in his home because I do work for him.
Okay.
Like y'all talking about giving community service and stuff like that. I do work for him. He got so many homes and stuff. He had me just fix them. He let me stay in his house with lights, power, water.
You said with no lights?
No, with power, with
lights, okay.
And with water. I can wash up and stuff. Then he said, I'll let a roof over my head. He let me stay in these nice houses. I was gonna fix up our houses for him and do work for him. And he let me stay in the house when I didn't have nowhere to go. I lost my grandmother, my grandfather, and my mother. I got my dad, but he's never been he's been in jail all his life. He's trying to do better himself. He's somewhere in the world, I don't really know.
Okay.
But I just lost my mom due to life. And then the uncle I got into it, the reason I'm going through all this is I got into it with my uncle. He's the reason why part of why my mom is not here. My mom passed. He was letting negative people come around my mom. I didn't like them people coming around my mom. And then next thing you know, she came up missing. And I was going around Detroit trying to put files and put warrants off my mom missing. And then she came up, like on Christmas Day, I found out she was dead.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. And explain to you like that. But yeah, she was dealing with like different negative people that were doing drugs. And they would come around her with guys, men. They would come around my mom and try to do drugs with her. And I didn't like that. And I told my uncle, like, stop letting these guys come around my mom. And he kept letting the guys come around my mom and stuff. He could have stopped it easily. I know he could have. He just let them because he would get money from them and stuff like that. They got certain guys that would come around, the older guys. They come around my mom, going from school and stuff like that, want to drink and smoke with her. And she couldn't handle that stuff. I told him, stop letting them different guys come around her like that. He had still let the guys come up around her. And the next thing you know, she came up missing.
Yes, and I understand. So listen, I thank you for sharing that part of you. And all you have was your mom. So Mr. Green, I hope that you are able to hear what he's indicated, that Ms. Price, let the people at Team Wellness know he is dealing with trauma. Right now, his living situation, it is not permanent housing, because at some point this person is going to want to rent out their houses or sell them. So Mr. Green, I need you to make note of that as well, that we need to address his housing needs, as well as making sure that Ms. Price and Team Wellness knows about his loss with his mom and how he lost his mom, so we can make sure you're getting the right kind of treatment. But what I need you to do, Mr. Guy, is to really focus in on not self-medicating. I don't want you to start adding stuff, taking stuff that a doctor did not prescribe, okay? A medical doctor, and in this program, you just can't use the marijuana. So I want you to give other means an opportunity to work, okay?
Yes, ma'am, more pure function.
Yes, pure functioning. That's what I want you to keep focused on, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I am going to accept you into the program. Thank you for being here again. And thank you for dressing nicely to come and meet me for the first time.
Try my best.
Yes, you did. You did a good job. And so listen, we have a graduation on Friday that you're required to be at. It's going to be at the Coleman Young Municipal Center. Do you know where that is?
I don't know what it is off the top.
All right, Mr. Green's gonna come down and give you all of this information, but your next court date is this Friday, June 16th, and you have to be there before 10:30, okay? So that you can sign in and be a part of the ceremony. So, and we're gonna have food and everything. It's gonna be really nice. And so we want you to be a part of it, okay? All right, can I count on you to do that on Friday?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So that will be his next court date. Ms. Warfield also, with respect to case number 17380215112, I am setting aside the warrant on those matters. And I am going to schedule those for pretrial. I'm going to put the pretrial date, let's still put it on for June 16th at 10:30, but put it for pretrial. And that way, when he gets his new court date, all of those dates will follow. And then there's a civil infraction that I still need you to check into as well, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're already helping you, Mr. Guy. We're going to set aside those warrants, so you don't have to worry about being stopped by the police and being arrested, okay? All right, so I really need you to come back on Friday, all right? Yes, sir. So Mr. Green, are you coming down to see Mr. Guy?
Yes, Your Honor, I have a few things to give him as well, so I will come down there.
All right, wonderful. So Mr. Guy, welcome. I'm gonna have you have a seat. And then Mr. Green, when you're finished with him, I need test results and then he's free to leave. All right?
Will do, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. So nice to meet you. I look forward to working with you. All right, very good. All right. What about Miss Williams? Anybody heard from Miss Williams?
No, Your Honor.
Nobody? All right. Okay. 1 second. All right, are we ready on Miss McCree?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, officer, if you could make sure that the podium is ready. All right, and if I could get someone to read Miss McCree's case number into the record, because she was not scheduled for today.
Yes, Judge, it's Z8082721.
Is that the only case?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Miss McCree, state your full name for me. All right, good morning to you, Miss McCree.
Good morning.
You can place your hand down. All right, Mr. Green, I am going to have you start off telling us why we are here today for Miss McCree.
Yes, Your Honor. We are in front of your court today because.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do we need a prosecutor?
Yeah.
Oh, we might need a
probably.
prosecutor.
I did
We
reach
do.
out to Miss Rogers, Your Honor. She said she can be on in about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Miss McCree, I'm gonna have to have you have a seat, and as soon as the prosecutor comes on, we'll be ready to call your case, okay? All right. Yep, she can, if she can sit there, officer, if that's okay with you, I don't have a problem with it. So she doesn't have to walk back and forth. All right, very good. Do you all believe that Miss Williams is going to show up today?
Your Honor, I have no idea. Miss Williams is an intake. I don't know her very well. She was involuntarily referred by Judge Bryant. She was made very aware that she had to be here. She was told on record her court date, and she was told that it was in person. I did contact that number that I had this morning. It rung until it went to voicemail. I left a voicemail, but she was told she was very much aware she needed to be here. I have no idea where she is.
All right, so let's prepare a warrant and then we'll go on the record with it, okay?
Okay.
Wonderful. Good morning, Mr. Trimble, is that you?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Blessed, can I complain? Busy day, just trying to make sure I get everything right for Friday.
I love it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Ms. Rogers, we are ready if you're ready.
I'm ready. Thank you, Judge.
All right, wonderful. I am recalling for Ms. McCree, case number Z 808-2721 for the people.
Good morning, Sydney Rogers for the people, P2072.
Thank you. And then Ms. Warfield for defendant.
Yes, Attorney Jessica Warfield, PA 5391 on behalf of the defendant.
Thank you. And then Ms. McCree, state your full name for me. All right, thank you and good morning to you. All right, Mr. Green, tell us why Ms. McCree is here today and it is not her regularly scheduled court day.
Yes, Your Honor. We are in front of your courtroom today because Ms. McCree had a positive test that she took at JAMS on May 30th, 2023. When asked about the test, Ms. McCree reported that she did not consume alcohol or use any alcohol or take any alcoholic beverages. We sent this test off for confirmation on June 2nd, 2023, and we received the confirmation just a few days ago, and that confirmation did come back positive for both ETG and ETS, indicating that there was alcohol usage.
All right, and so thank you, Ms. Warfield. You've had the opportunity to talk to your client. Is there anything that you want to say to this court?
Your Honor, I did have the opportunity to speak with my client. My client informed me, has given me permission to apprise the court that she has been sick for a while, and she conceded that she did take an excessive amount of cough medicine. I did explain the science to Ms. McCree. And I did explain why there were questions about her assertion, but she is adamant that her positive screen is due to the excessive use of cough medicine. So we are in front of you, Your Honor, based off of that.
All right, and as you know, the wonderful, beautiful thing about confirmation is that I'm gonna dispel that myth about cough syrup, so you don't ever use it again because it doesn't make sense. But the wonderful thing about confirmation is that confirmation is going to let us know if there is the ETS as well. Okay, not just alcohol. And if there's ETS, then it is drinking, meaning you have drank, you have consumed alcohol. And so the myth about cough syrup is the science says you have to sit and consume, I believe the minimum is 5 bottles, all in one consumption, an amount that would take you to a hospital to have them pump your stomach and you would be comatose or dead. That's how much you would have to consume in order for it to show up in your urine screen. So it's my understanding that you didn't go to the hospital, at least she didn't produce any hospital records today. Is that correct, Mr. Green, Ms. Warfield?
Yes, Your Honor. She didn't produce any hospital records from today. However, she did send documentation on June 5th in regard to her having being diagnosed with a
Right, but she didn't take 5 bottles of medicine that would cause her to have to go to the hospital, have her stomach pumped and be near death, right?
Oh, no, Your Honor, no.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Because if her story is cough medicine, then that's the information I need to have in order to not sanction her. So, Ms. McCree, is there anything that you want to say?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize for my own ignorance. I did not read the flyer in the specialty folder about medications, and when the folder was placed in my hand, I took the verbal what to do, not knowing I did not plan on catching pneumonia. It was the worst and the first time I had ever had it. I couldn't eat in the cough syrup.
Did you hear what I said about the science? You didn't drink 5 bottles in one setting, is that correct?
Not in one setting, but what I didn't know was NyQuil contained alcohol. And for me to drink, I tried everything on the shelf. After 30 bottles of Mucinex, and I still just wasn't well. I just started trying different stuff, Family Dollar, CVS, Rite Aid. I had the big bottles of NyQuil, and they were gone in 2 days. The DayQuil and the NyQuil, and my only explanation is during that time I was fasting. I couldn't eat. My diet consists of ice, cough syrup, and so I could just get up and just so I could keep doing what I had to do to maintain my home as I have issues to address there. And I just was just trying, I had no idea how sick I was. It took 2 doctors before I was diagnosed with pneumonia. And I'm off the cough syrup. I'm not even taking a cheaper brand. They have me on a steroid now. And I'm on the mend. I've been feeling kind of bad. Ms. Warfield was encouraging me that the cough syrup, be it alcohol or not, could damage my liver. And Your Honor, honestly, I have back pain right now. That's been going on. And I pray that, I go to one doctor and it was first outpatient. They didn't draw any blood. But they diagnosed me illness. That's all they listed at. Gave me a steroid, antibiotic, took that regimen. It did not work. Went to, and that was my urgent care with my hospital. I went to my PCP. They took the x-ray and determined, yes, Ms. McCree, you have pneumonia. Another full set of steroids, antibiotics, shots that I don't even know what they gave me in my hip, in my arm. But it calmed down the uncontrollable cough, Your Honor. My cough was so bad I could feel my brain rattling in my head. I was in so much pain. And I'm not claiming addiction to a cough syrup. I needed it, but it kind of, that I look back on it, I should have went to more doctors sooner instead of trying to figure it out or waiting for, thinking the cold would pass. I had never had pneumonia before. And so I've had really bad cases of the flu. And so I just did what I only really do to try to take care of myself. I was drinking coffee, not eating. And drowning my liver right now, right here.
Ma'am, okay. Miss,
But,
hold on, Miss McCree.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Green, what is your recommendation? And then I'll hear from Ms. Warfield, and then I'll hear from you, Ms. Rogers. I'm gonna tell you all what my recommendation is, because I'm going with the science. The science says that it was alcohol consumption. So my recommendation is that she be placed on the alcohol tether until we can get to the bottom of this. But she's got to be sanctioned. So, Mr. Green, I'll hear from you.
Yes, Your Honor. I would concur with that recommendation. I think the alcohol tether would be appropriate in this setting.
All right, Miss Warfield, let me hear from you, and then I'll hear from the prosecutor.
Your Honor, I don't have any necessary objections to the alcohol tether. I would like to also advocate that maybe my client be reassessed based off of her actions just in this stint. It shows a need. Ms. McCree did depend on a substance at the end of the day, and her own words didn't even realize the damage that she was doing. So on top of the alcohol tether, I'm also asking that she get reassessed by Ms. Price as well.
All right, thank you. And then let me hear from the people.
Thank you, Judge. I just had one question or two questions for Mr. Green. What phase is she in, and what is the underlying charge?
Yes, she is phase 1, and the underlying charge is OWVI.
Thank you, Mr. Green. Based on her being at the beginning of the program, but also that what brings her here is an drinking while driving offense. I agree with the court's recommendation recommendation of an alcohol tether, which I think is appropriate here because she's only in phase 1. And to remind her that she can always reach out to Mr. Green or even the court if she has any questions regarding what she can consume and what she can't consume. I know paperwork is given to everyone saying what can happen, what can't happen, but it sounds like it's very clear now that she knows NyQuil will not make her test positive for alcohol. And I believe based on everything that was said today, an alcohol tether would be proper.
All right, thank you. Ms. McCree, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to order, as a part of your sanction today. One part is that you're going to receive the alcohol tether, so call Mr. Joel to come up today to place that tether on Ms. McCree. And then secondly, I'm going to have you reassessed by Ms. Price for the reasons stated on the record by Attorney Warfield. I need you to share with Ms. Price about your use of cough syrup and how you were dependent on something where you should have gone to another doctor or what have you. And so I want you to reassess with her. And that's going to be the sanction that I issue. Let's see if Ms. Price can see her on today. Mr. Green, I know there's a lot going on, but I'd like her to see her on today. And then her next return to court date would still be the June 16, 2023. You have to get there to sign in before 10:30 a.m. It's going to be a really nice program for you all. And so that'll be your next court date, okay? Yes.
How long do I have to wear the alcohol?
I'll decide. It depends on what happens while you're on it, okay?
I understand.
All right, very good, but we'll revisit it. But let's see how you do.
Your Honor,
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
Miss Price is at a training, so she probably will not be able to assess her today. Is there any way we can do that? Probably, I'm not sure, maybe tomorrow. Well, we don't have
Or
any.
what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is
Thursday.
this training.
Is she training tomorrow too?
I am not too sure. Yeah, I mean, if nonetheless, if we can perhaps reschedule it for next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Yes, if she's gonna get the alcohol tether, then I don't have an issue with scheduling her for reassessment with Ms. Price. And so we will put her down, let's see, to the 19th, we're not open. So I will put her down with Ms. Price. Let's see, on the 21st of June, June 21st, 2023. You're gonna have to come in person. So let's make sure when she gets her card at the graduation that that's her next date, and it'll be in person. And I'm going to put on there at 8:45 a.m. unless you receive a call from Ms. Price giving you a different time. I'm gonna do your hearing that day at 8:45 a.m. So you still have to come in person and see me, and then we'll get you to Ms. Price, okay? Yes, so I'll see you on this Friday as well as the 21st. Yes, ma'am.
Do I still call the wedding at the
Yes, ma'am, you still have to go test because it tests for other things. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I understand.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Have a seat, and Mr. Green, call Mr. Joel, and we'll get her set up.
Will do, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much, Ms. Rogers, for coming on with us. We have one other matter that I need you present on. I'm ready on Calnenia Williams. Case number 220-455-7002. I think that's Miss Jasmine's case. Miss Jasmine, are you with us?
I'm sorry, what was that, Your Honor?
I called Miss Williams' case. Still, she has not appeared, at least here. She's not upstairs. Is that correct, testing?
Nope, not on the 3rd floor.
All right, very good. It's my understanding, Prosecutor Rogers and Ms. Warfield, that Ms. Williams was ordered to mental health court by Judge Bryant. She was told that she had to appear here. She was scheduled to appear here today in my courtroom at 8:30 a.m. Judge Bryant is in a jury trial, so she is not in Judge Bryant's courtroom, and she has not appeared here. I'm satisfied that I have given her ample time to do so. She is not in compliance with that order, and so I'm going to issue a warrant. Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
No objection. And just
All right.
for the record, she's not on Zoom either, correct?
No, she has
Okay.
not checked in to Zoom. Is that correct, Ms. Matt?
That is correct.
I'm not
She
gonna
is
keep
not.
All right, she's not here. She's not, we don't even have anyone in the waiting room, so she's not in the courtroom. All right, and
Thank you,
so
Judge.
Ms. Jasmine, thank you. We'll do that bond at $10,000 cash or surety. And then Ms. Rogers, I really need to get with you or just pass on the word. There's a Mr. Gaston in our other specialty court that I am very much so concerned about. He is in warrant status and I need someone to go out and get him. And then also the same thing for Ms. Williams. Her charge is assault and battery. And Judge Bryant ordered her to come to specialty court and she did not do so. And so I really need both of them to be picked up.
Thank you, Judge. I'll send Ms. Mack an email with the case numbers and asking for the first names. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you. Mark that one, George. All right, very good. Is there anything else for my consideration? Oh, that's Mr. Griffin. I'm like, I just heard that door open. Somebody might be coming in. All right. If there's nothing else for my consideration, don't forget 2 o'clock today. We're at KMAT and I am in the building. We know it's specialty court and so things can turn around very quickly. So please be on call should we need you to come back to handle some matters.
Your Honor, 2 o'clock. What was that today?
Yeah, I have the same question as Jessica.
Graduation rehearsal.
Wow. Graduation rehearsal at 2 o'clock. I'm not certain that you all need to be there. I'm not certain.
They're
Ms. Jasmine,
they're not in the,
permission to go
well,
on?
we still don't know what the program looks like. I don't know are they in the program at all? Will they be speaking? If not, then I would assume they have nothing to rehearse.
Okay, you all are good. I will not task you at the last minute, so we just gonna go with y'all good. And if not, you're the best and the brightest. You will be able to figure it out on Friday. How about
I mean, if
I'm
y'all
that
want to come
confident?
and help, we love to see your face. But if you're in the area, because we're a team, so
Miss
you guys.
Jasmine just likes to task everybody, but go ahead.
Tomorrow,
Mr. Myers,
8:30,
what do you
correct?
say? I'm sorry?
Tomorrow start time 8:30 for the training, though, correct?
Yes, 8:30 for training. Mr. Ficus, I do have a few matters scheduled on tomorrow.
We're gonna work it out.
And we're gonna work it out.
We'll
I'm
check
gonna
it.
like multiply and be in like 3 places at one time.
We're gonna do it.
But we gonna work it out because we rolling out Sesame Street in the neighborhood, in the community. I am excited about that. So we'll make it work. But tomorrow's training starts at 8:30.
Yeah, Judge,
All right.
Mr. Reed,
Anything else?
Mr. Reed and I are working on an AI program to duplicate you, so you won't even have.
I'm scared. But I love it. Do it. Let's do it. Yes. All right.
I'm gonna put the prosecution on notice. The AI you might be a little more defense oriented. Just want to let
Oh,
I don't know about this now.
I love it. All right, you all enjoy the rest of your morning. We're
All
gonna
right,
get some
see you
work
guys.
done.
Looking
We'll call
forward to
you if we need you.
Friday.
Thank you, Ms. Tobin. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We'll call you if we need you, Ms. Tobin. Thank
Okay,
you.
have a good
All
day.
right.